Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Madhvi and I run a site called TaroticallySpeaking.com. It's my blog where I write about all the things that I have learned from and about the tarot cards. I also review decks and books, and I make tarot videos on this YouTube channel. I also do tarot card readings and mentor students in different stages of tarot learning. You want to become a professional tarot card reader, I can help you make that happen. Basically, my life's pretty much all about the cards. And yeah, I've also written a book. If you guys are curious, it's all about using storytelling techniques to enhance your readings and to make them really cohesive and come together, and all of that. Because it's all fun. It's great. I mean, even if it's a very serious topic or if it's a light-hearted topic, regardless of the topic of your reading, it is a story. And you know that was the biggest pain point I have seen in many of my students is they find it hard to connect the dots in a reading, and this technique helps them do that. So anyhow, if you guys are curious, the links are in the description accompanying this video, so you can totally go check it out. Now let's come to this video. The video that I'm going to be doing this week today is all about my theme of this month, which is accomplishment. And if you guys are new here, what I've done for this whole entire year is, before the month began, I used to ask my cards for guidance, or sometimes even for telling me what theme I should set for each month, right? So and I would ask the cards for guidance how to best make it happen, and then sometimes all of that guidance turned into journaling prompts for me. And I've really worked my way through all those different themes through this whole entire year. And it was interesting. And the theme for this month was accomplishment. Now, if you guys are curious to see those videos, then I've made a playlist, and they're in my my main channel, main page. Go check it out. If you guys are interested, you can, cycle through those videos. The playlist is there for that reason, and go through the spread videos, because what I did is, in that month, I took that theme and I ran with it. I did spreads that kind of helped. So there's a playlist called Tarot in Real Life, and that is also kind of one of my things I wanted to show this year, is how, yes, you can use your cards to look into the future and all of that, but you can also use it to enhance and make your right here, right now even more interesting and better and awesome and all of that good stuff. Anyway, so accomplishment. Now, the thing is, for the past few years, maybe 2 or 3 years, or a little bit more than that, I'm a little fuzzy timeline-wise. So the point is, at least 3 years, I've been, become a big fan of this whole goal-setting workbook kind of thing, because it's a streamlined process. There's a bunch of questions that help you kind of sit down and it's like you sit down and you write out stuff. And I'm a big fan of writing stuff out, first of all, but the questions really come out of nowhere in a certain way, and they make you think, and they make you see things differently, and somewhere, at least for me, it was like I was just going without a plan, without a big picture kind of idea where my life was leading, especially in terms of my career and stuff. And so accomplishment actually turns out to be a very interesting thing for me, because I am also a very big procrastinator. So, like, very Knight of Wands, I tend to start stuff but don't complete them. But there are, of course, projects that I have completed. So it's an off and on, and I'm trying to kind of hone in on what it is that I do when I complete something versus what is it that I do when I don't complete something. But that's something I'm gonna hone in on at some point, I hope soon enough. But meanwhile, I also am a very, very big fan of this book called The Desire Map, which is written by this very lovely lady called Danielle Laporte. I will put the link in the description. You can check out her site. This process of desire mapping has really changed the way I look at things. I used to be like, oh, goal setting, so boring, sit down and say, okay, I want to do this year, which is a very straightforward, I would, in a way, very, it doesn't put you through the whole process of thinking why and how and so on and so forth. But what happens with the desire map is that the core question you ask is, how do you want to feel? And what she has done is she basically divides, life into these life areas, right? And I'll put the graphic up on screen, which will, you'll be able to see it better, the different life areas. And we go through the workbook and essentially ask ourselves, how do I want to feel in this particular life area? And then once we arrive at that particular feeling or feelings, we then go and say, okay, what is it that I should do to feel this way in this life area? Right? So that's kind of the core process that happens. And you're welcome to, go and see the link and read it for yourself if you find it interesting, or the workbook and all of that. But what I have done is I have gone and done that workbook, and I have arrived at what essentially are my core desired feelings, or CDFs. And then, of course, I've kind of said, okay, to feel this way, I want to do this and this and this for each of these 5 life areas. Now, again, circling back to the theme of this month, which is accomplishment, which is also, by the way, my word of the year for next year. It's one of my core CDF, kind of thing. Because I really want to accomplish what I set out to do this year. That's 2019. So what I'm going to be doing is essentially asking my cards what to do so that I can accomplish all of those goals, or at least a majority anyway, or as much as I can. What is it that I can do to accomplish the goals that I've set in each of these life areas? And as you can see, I'm going to be using my Pocket Universal Weight Tarot deck and my maybe Lenormand deck. Now this deck has 52 cards, but I'm only going to be using the 36, very traditional Lenormand. So that's what I'm going to be doing. There you go. And my Universal Weight deck. So the next part of this video, I'll just fast forward because, you don't want to see me mix up my cards and shuffle them and so on and so forth. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so essentially I basically just, focused on my intention for the reading, which is basically to ask my cards for guidance. And the guidance is, how will I best accomplish my goals for these various life areas? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one tarot card for each of these goals, and 2 Lenormand cards for each of them. Okay. All right. So just made a little bit of a fan. So first one is livelihood and lifestyle, which is all about career, money, work, home, space, style, possessions, fashion, travel, gifts, sustainability, resources. And essentially, it's all about my work, my money, my finances. That is what it hones in for me. So here you go. And okay, life area 1. The next one is body and wellness, which is all about healing, about fitness and food and mental health and all of that. And here we go. Okay. Next one was creativity and learning, which is all about artistic and self-expression, interests, education, hobbies, the stuff I'm planning to learn, study, explore. All right. Next up is relationships in society. Right, so which is all about romance, friendship, family, community, collaboration, all of that. Go. And finally, we have essence and spirituality, which is all about, essence. It's about soul, it's about intuition, it's about faith, it's about all of the good stuff. There we go. All right. So simple as that. It's not a very complicated, complex spread. I'm really moving away from those these days, just going in for a very, very simple approach. All right. So I'm going to be just, just laying this out, making my life easy. All right. So I'm just going to pull these cards up here and let's see what the cards have to say. For livelihood and lifestyle, which is all, as I said, about career and about money and all of that, we have judgment. See, the question was, how best can I accomplish my goals? And this card is giving me a lot of hope, because essentially judgment card says this wake-up call will come. You will hear that call from within you, and that is what will set you free. That is what will get you closer. I also like how this is card number 20, which is the penultimate card, really, or the second last card in your entire major arcana journey, which means you're very nearly there. So what this card is saying is you will hear that call from within you, or you will get some information or something that will motivate you from outside of you. Somewhere, somehow, that push will come to you, and then you will be on that path, okay? But that doesn't necessarily mean just sit and wait there, right? Let's see what the Lenormands have to say. We have Scythe and we have Bouquet. Now, this is interesting. Scythe, whatever is on the left of Scythe, and I'm not looking at the tarot card you have, it would be pure Lenormand there. Whatever's on the left of the Scythe card would be cut, and whatever is on the right of the Scythe card is what is harvested. Usually that's how I see this, the placements here. So the cards are saying you will harvest something lovely, beautiful, amazing, joyful, simply great, something, because bouquet is all about joy, right? You will harvest this joy. So essentially keep, I'm always looking for ways and techniques and methods and such like that will help me overcome these little hurdles that are there around me, and then I can accomplish my goals. So my cards are saying, especially in the area of my livelihood and lifestyle, that's my career and my finances, it's very much aligned. My cards are saying you will somehow, either internally or from around you, that message will come that will set you on that path, and you will harvest joy. You will essentially from all the hard work that you're doing, you will reap this harvest of joy and success, and you will really get there. So in order for me to accomplish my goals in this life area, I should just keep doing what I'm doing. I should keep persisting down that path, and I will get it. It will come to me. It will be there. It's like when you're looking, the answers come to you, kind of an environment. That's kind of the message that I'm getting, that keep looking. That message will come to you and you'll be well on your way. Okay, so then next up, we have body and wellness. So let's see what the cards have to say for that. We have, Nine of Cups, which is very nice. Nine of Cups is all about contentment and satisfaction, and it's also an overall good health card, right? So Nine of Cups tells me, yes, be happy, be content, be joyful about your body, about your health, about your fitness. Again, doesn't mean that they're saying go out there and just do whatever you want. No. Be content in what it is that your body is in, and in what it is that your fitness is for you. That's what they're saying. And what your mental health and all the things that you're doing to keep yourself focused, grounded, happy, and content. Keep doing that. You are getting there. You will get there. And the Lenormand says whip and clover. Okay, now whip has many different meanings. All right, whip talks about arguments. Whip is also very vigorous sex. Whip can be back and forth. And whip can, yes, therefore also be exercise, right? And this is clover, which is a lucky break. So I will find some kind of a lucky break when it comes to finding an exercise routine that works for me. So keep doing what it is that you're doing. You are on the right path. The goal that you have set is good, and essentially soon, that's your lucky break, that's your lucky path. Keep doing it, and try to find, eventually I guess I will work towards a more vigorous. Now my workout routine that I have chosen actually is a low impact one, because I have to worry about my knees now. I know I'm getting on in my age and stuff, but the point is, eventually, this is rigorous exercise too, so eventually I will get there. I will find that overall contentment and fitness that I'm looking for. I will accomplish this. I just need to keep it short and sweet, and keep going down that path. Back and forth. I might have to do it, but I will always find my lucky break there. All right, that's good. Oof, that's reassuring, really. Okay, so the next one is creativity and learning. Now let's see. Knight of Wands, reverse. See, I know this card really, especially in the upright. He's totally me in that sense, right? I start stuff and I don't finish it. I'm all excited about something new, but then I'm like, I get distracted by something interesting all over again. Now, in the reverse, this card is saying this pattern will be the toughest one to crack, because this is where this pattern will very strongly show up. All right. And this is the area, this is the life area where I need to really, work at it and keep at it. The persistence that I have to do this. I have to accomplish that word. I have to repeat that like a mantra if required, so that this reverse knight becomes upright, and then maybe, grows and matures into the queen and the king of wands. You know what I'm saying? And the Lenormand says gentleman and ship. This gentleman, it's very interesting. Gentleman showing up here. Gentleman in the Lenormand is a significator card, but it shows a person who is not me. Because since this is a reading I'm doing for myself, if it were the lady card, then that would be me. Here, then, the gentleman signifies my significant other. My boyfriend, probably, right? And then we have the ship card, which is movement, which is travel, and which is also vehicle. So, and yeah, I do, I do, go out with my boyfriend in his car a lot, and we do drive around, and we do, do a lot of, go here, go there kind of a thing, and we like to do a bunch of things like that. But this is also talking about, this, he will help me, ship is also movement, and ship can also represent business. So in terms of creativity and learning, when we put it all together, my how best I should, take the, what should I do to accomplish my goals? That was my question, right? So the cards are saying, be aware that you will need to constantly put yourself back in the saddle again, so that even if you do get distracted, which you will, and even if you steer away from your path, which you will have to put yourself back in the saddle again and steer back to the path and keep at it. And the one who will help you do that and keep you moving forward in the right direction will probably be your boyfriend. Huh. All right, I need to have a talk with him about this. This is interesting, huh? Okay. So next up, we have relationships in society. This is interesting, because one of the couple of the goals that I have set in this particular life area have to do with my boyfriend. Then there is an important thing about my mom, and so all these things are there. So let's see what the cards have to say here. We have the King of Cups, which means you need to stay on top of your feelings and your emotions, right? This is the big guidance here, because I think this has a lot to do with the fact that, like I said, two of the most important people in my life right now are, one of them is my boyfriend, one of them is my mother. And obviously the relationship goals are different with each, and it in different ways, in different ways. Yeah, they both tug at my heartstrings. They do bring out a lot of emotions, and in me, which is, it's hard for me to express my feelings. But when I open up, it's like floodgates open, and then everybody's like, oh my god, right? And then, of course, those are the two important, super duper important, 5-star important ones. And then, of course, we have my friends and my sister and my niece and nephew, and all these different relationships that are important to me. And so, which do tug at my heartstrings in different ways and different times, right? The point is, the cards are saying, stay on top of your feelings, stay on top of your emotions. Don't get too carried away by all of that. You need to be the king, the master of this situation, not the other way around. And then we have letter, which is communication and information and document, and snake, which is all about betrayal. All right. So this will be information about a betrayal. This will be some kind of a document about a betrayal, or a betrayer, even, a person who is betraying. So watch out, right? Or it could be even a complicated, complex, long-winded situation. Point is, one way or the other, I have to be super duper careful in this area. I need to be sure about what is going on. I have to keep my lines of communication open. I cannot just disconnect from them, such as it is, and I have to be on the alert. There might be two things. I might find some information about someone being betrayed or being a betrayer. Okay, that's one thing. And secondly, maybe one of them might be betraying me. And that's the information I might find out. Let's see how it all pans out, by the way, during the year. But what the cards are saying, stay on top of the emotions and you will find out what it is. It will become clear to me when over time. So again, it's very complex, because I do deal with a lot of people all the time. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, but yes, be aware. Be aware. I will be aware. Thank you. See, it's good to always do these spreads because sometimes you don't think, but it does show up, right? All right. Now, finally, we have essence and spirituality. So again, my goals, my cards, I'm asking them, how best can I accomplish my goals which are set up in this particular life area? And we get Queen of Pentacles. Wow, this is lovely because the Queen of Pentacles, she's practical, but she's also very spiritual, practical spirituality, and she is also very much connected. She's grounded, she's connected to to nature and all of that, and she's very nurturing, which I do tend to be a lot. And it's like it's, for like I said, it's hard for me to express my emotions, and when they are expressed, I'm all over, mothering, smothering. Sometimes it can be hard for my friends to be like, hey Mads, calm down. So yeah, Queen of Pentacles. My cards are saying stay grounded, stay focused, stay connected. And the more I'm connected and grounded and focused, the more I will actually, yes, material benefits will come, but that's not the focus of the spirituality and a sense kind of area. What they are saying is that you will find a balance between the real world and the spiritual world. This is more like a practical spirituality that you will, find a way to practice. And so stay grounded, stay focused, and nurture yourself, mother yourself. Yes. Now, what Lenormand cards are saying is Rider, which is news, and Stork, which is transformation. So news of a change and transformation. This will be the life area which will essentially, you will get some news, you will get some information, you will get some knowledge that will bring about a huge life-changing transformation in this area. So that wow. Okay, wow. This is amazing. This is brilliant. So just brilliant. Wow. A big shift, a big move, a big change. Right? That's what the stock is all about. And I will hear something which will create this situation for me. And so I should just keep staying grounded and focused, and mother myself and love myself and stay connected to the energies and all of that, but at the same time also be very practical about my spirituality. And while I'm doing that, all this will happen. So and this will help me accomplish my goals in this particular life area. So this was pretty interesting and a lot of very, very spot on guidance for me that will help me accomplish all the different goals that I have set out to accomplish. And wow, I don't know if you can get it, but I'm kind of blown away right now. This was just a spur of the moment spread that I decided to do, and wow, this is actually my first time doing such a spread, but wow. Wow. Okay, usually what I do is I just do my annual reading, and I go from there, right? Well, by the way, which I'm still, the annual reading is still going on. I'm doing readings for people who are placing the order. There's a 15%, 15% discount going on till I think the 25th of December. And after which, the fees go back to their full price. And basically what I do is this: I pull one tarot card and two Lenormand cards for each month of the year. So for all of 2019, so you get a picture of what to expect. And then I also pull a cards from another deck is an oracle deck, Sacred Symbols Oracle, which basically talks about the theme, the lesson, and the guidance that the cards have, or that the universe has for you and for that cycle. What's the theme of that cycle? What are you meant to learn? And what's the guidance to do better, to accomplish this and to learn this, and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you guys are interested, just go right ahead and go to my site and order. I'll put the link in the description. But yeah, I mean, what you can do is, along with, that's what I used to do every year. I used to do that spread for myself and go from there. But I think this guidance and that spread combined together can be like a powerful combo. So yeah, I mean, if you want to do something like that, let me know. We'll figure it out. And I guess this is me wrapping up, and I will see you again in my next video. Until then, you guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all those lovely social media places where I do a card a day reading. And I believe I'm using the very lovely Zilich Tarot deck for this month's card a day readings, which are, by the way, it's a lovely deck, and you should totally go watch that review. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you again soon next week. I will be doing my monthly prediction video next week. And so I'll see you then. So in the meantime, you guys, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye for now.